My number one running back here is going to be Raheem Mostert. Mustard. Okay, let's not use that clip. Welcome back to another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video, and today we're going to go through the best budget options for offense. All these players are going to be under 30k and are going to be great for your offense if you have a low coin stack or you're just looking for some cheaper options. I'm going to go through a quarterback, receiver, running back, and a couple offensive linemen. Let's get into it. First up, we're going to go through some quarterbacks, and my number one option for budget is going to be Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to be able to get him for under 25k. You could snipe him off the auction house for probably around 23. I would say pretty consistently. My main reason for going with Aaron Rodgers is it's a big name. His power up's going for about 2,000 to 3,000 coins right now. So you're actually going to be able to get this whole player for about 30k, which falls right under that budget. He has 86 throw power, which is pretty decent at this point in the game. All his accuracies are going to be over 80. You're not going to find that in no other budget quarterback. They're all going to be in the 70s, maybe even the 60s. A lot of people are complaining about his 69 overall speed, but even if it was 75, you're not really going nowhere with a 75 speed quarterback. And the second option for a budget quarterback is going to be Kyler Murray. He has 83 speed, 84 excel, 81 agility. So if you like to scramble with your quarterback, Kyler Murray's the budget option for you. He has the best throwing stats for a budget running quarterback. Most other scrambling quarterbacks are going to be in the 60s in their accuracy. He's got 72 short, 71 deep, 68 medium. Pretty bad, but better than most other scrambling quarterbacks. And he's got an 83 throw power, which is pretty decent for a scrambling quarterback. That's going to be a budget option. And first receiver I have on the list is going to be Mike Williams. He's going to be around that 14k mark. Speed's 85, excel 83. It's not really fast. Catching's just under 80. Catching traffic is under 80. Spec catch is 84. His route runs in the 70s. The thing about this card that I think is a really good budget option is he comes with a X factor and ability already baked into the card. Double me. So if you do get this activated, you could send him down the field. If it's one-on-one, throw it up. He's a pretty decent jump ball receiver, so you have a good chance to come down with it. And he has an 84 spec catch to help with that as well. So that's a pretty good option. And then he can run these short routes. He's not really a burner 85, but he can get some separation. He's got this short end route elite ability, and 85 speed is going to help with something like that. He's not going to burn people, but he'll get open with that. You'll be able to hit him with a couple quick slants, quick in routes. He could work pretty nice for you. And the next option we have for receiver is going to be Marquise Goodwin. The reason I chose him over a Henry Ruggs or a Marquise Brown or a John Ross is because he has 89 speed, 88 excel. They all kind of have that stat. The biggest difference is he's going for a 4k. The other ones are going for about 8k. So this is half the price and you're going to get the same production. He's just a burner. He's just going to run fast. Send him on some slants, crossers, a go deep route. That's what he's going to be used for. Does he have any good player traits? Not really. He has the exact same player traits as the other guys. So this is your best speedy budget receiver option. Next, we're going to move over to the running backs. First up, I have Raheem Mostert. He is one of the fastest running backs in the game at 86 speed, 85 excel. Nothing else is too great about him. His juke move, change of direction, spin move, nothing crazy. But he is one of the fastest running backs. You can get around. He doesn't brace or all hits though, so that's kind of the downfall for him. But you can get him in space and he could take you for a touchdown. And for the next running back, I have Miles Sanders. You can get him for around 18K. That's usually what I see him on the auction house for. What I like about Miles Sanders is he's got 84 speed, 85 excel, so he's pretty close to what the other running backs are generally around. Most of them are around 83, 84 mark. The one really nice thing about him is, and same thing with the Mike Williams we went over earlier, is he has some stuff baked into this card. He's got first one free for an X Factor, and then he has Homer. So a lot of people will act like Homer ain't a great thing, but if you're playing home, it's easier to get into your X Factor. So he can get first one free much better in about 50% of your games, so it works pretty nicely. He is currently my starting running back on my team. I get him a lot in the passing game. I've actually hit him on some deep routes for touchdowns, some burners. In my last gameplay, I had him wide open running down the sideline for a deep touchdown. He works pretty well for me. I would definitely pick him up if you're looking for a cheap budget running back. Next up, we're going to move over to tight end. I only have one tight end on this list. It's going to be Evan Ingram. You can get him around 14, 15K, around that mark. The big thing about this guy is he's got 83 speed, 84 excel, 81 agility. So he's just going to be a speedy tight end to get open, throw him the ball. He's not going to come down with much if players are around him, but his speed at 83 should help him get open. He'd be pretty decent. He isn't going to run block. It's really just a speedy get open, hit him right away on some short routes type of tight end. There's not too many great cheap tight end options because of the low blocking or low receiving stats. So the speed at tight end that Evan Ingram is going to give you is going to be the best budget option for you if you're looking for a cheap tight end. The number one tackle option for a budget team is going to be Russell Okung. He is my starting left tackle. I love this card right here. He's such a budget option. Comes with edge protector already in. He picks up those high pass rushing defensive ends, outside linebackers. He does a great job blocking for me. I don't think he's given up one sack on my team yet this year. He is the best budget option. His blocking stats don't look impressive. He's around 80 for most of the blocking stats. His awareness is 84. That's pretty decent at this point for an 82 overall tackle. But again, the edge protector that comes baked into this card makes him an absolute budget beast. Next up, we got a guard, Joe Thuney. He is the most balanced guard for a budget option. Now his price is just under the 30K mark, so he's not that super of a budget, but he's still cheaper compared to most other guards. He's pretty balanced between the running and passing. Decent 85 overall awareness, decent 85 awareness, so he can pick up some blitzes. Good budget option at guard, especially with guards being so expensive right now in the game. And my last budget beast for you is going to be Brandon Lindor. He's currently my starting center. Plays fairly well, much better than I expected. His pass block and his run block are pretty balanced, all around that 80 mark. His awareness kind of low at 81. I currently run him. I don't really have too many problems with people getting through my line. He is a great pickup. He's going to be around that 25K mark. Xbox is a little more pricey, but I'm sure you can snipe this for around 24, 23K and nicely solidify your center. And there you have it, the best offensive budget beast in Ultimate Team right now. If you guys need some budget options at quarterback, halfback, receiver, or your offensive line, check these guys out. They can definitely make an impact on your team. I'm out.